Hey everybody, thanks for coming to my Wednesday info session. My name is Tiara and I am the recruiter for the Master's Apprentice program. If at any point you have a question about anything in this info session, please text me and I will answer as quickly as they come in. So get a pen and paper, write this number down, and text me at any point in time that you have a question, okay? So the Master's Apprentice is a 7-week pre-apprenticeship program for commercial construction trades. We go Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to about 2:33 p.m. every single day. We say 3 because you may be on a field trip or a lab and it might run over. You may want to stay later. It just depends on the day and the field trip, whatever you decide to do. Our next class begins April 13th. Mandatory orientation for that day is going to be April 10th, 10 a.m. And graduation day for that class is May 29th. So 7 weeks with us goes by extremely quickly. So you got to make sure that you're with us 100% of the time, every single day, ready to work and put forth lots of effort. The Master's Apprentice is a faith-based organization. So every morning you will start your day off with a daily devotional and scripture. The program director, Coach Paul Kelly, will read scripture out of the Bible and talk about how it relates to what's going on in the world. It's 15 minutes a day. You do not have to be religious to be a part of our program. We just ask that you respect what we're doing and don't bother the person next to you. Don't make rude comments. Just allow us to do what we're doing and go on about your day. If you are religious, that's great. We'll ask for you to participate and, speak your opinion, speak your thoughts on what's being read for the day and, participate. After you do your daily devotional, you will be exercising. So you spend another 15 minutes out in the parking lot doing anything from jumping jacks to burpees to high knees to push-ups. Whatever our coach feels like putting you through that day is what you're going to do for 15 minutes. So you get your blood pumping, your brain's awake, and you're ready to start your day and go to our classes. Every day you will do 2 classes a day. So Monday and Wednesdays you do financial literacy and construction math. Financial lit, we talk about budgeting, IRS forms, credit building, rebuilding, investments, stocks and bonds, home buying information. All of this stuff is connected and it helps you be financially sustainable. So a lot of this stuff that's taught in this class is stuff that a lot of us weren't taught leaving high school, becoming adults, and trying to be financially stable in this world. We talk about budgeting because when you get hired on with one of our companies, you're going to be making a lot of money. We want you to not live paycheck to paycheck, but start building up that savings account and having that little rainy day fund. And having extra money to, have fun with. We talk about IRS forms, how to fill out a W-2 form correctly so you're not getting too much or too little taxes taken out. We talk about credit building and rebuilding and why that's important and how that leads into home and loans and home buying information and all that kind of stuff. We talk about investment stocks and bonds, why you should be putting your money into things like that and having it work for you instead of you always working for money. There's a lot more that goes into that class. I don't have enough time to talk about it, but it's another reason why it's important for you to not miss a day with us and be there 100% of the time, because if you do, you're going to miss out on a ton of information. So after you do financial literacy class, you're going to be doing construction math. And our construction math class is entry-level math skills that you need to begin any apprenticeship that you start in any trade that you choose. You will be doing some form of math. So we touch base on adding and dividing fractions, decimals, division, anything from reading a tape measure. It's touch-up skills. We get you prepared to, go out into the field and apply these skills while you're out in the industry working. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do career prep and work ethics. In our career prep class, we help you build a construction resume. So we will take any of your work experience, any non-work experience that you have. We'll help you build that construction resume and make sure that it looks good and is presentable to our employers. We also help you brush up on your interviewing skills, making sure that you do know yourself and your work history really well, so that way when you sit down with an HR person, you can answer any question properly and professionally. We help you create an elevator speech and help you understand why it's important to have one. When you're networking with our companies and our employers, it's a good thing to have. Company research, we talk about and show you how to research a company, so that way you know what that company is, what they have to offer, and if you want to apply to that company, you'll know exactly what questions to ask when you interview with that company. So that class is pretty much dedicated to helping your career development. Our work ethics class is a class based off of a book called The A Game. So it's the 7 A's, and I always forget one, but it's attitude, appearance, attendance, appreciation, accountability, acceptance, and I always forget the last one, but you get the idea. So you go through the 7 A's in each chapter, and you talk about how it relates to your life and your working life. This class will help you become a really great employee, and an employee that an employer will not want to let go. At the end of this class, we also do a conflict resolution where we help you understand and deal with conflict on a job site, so that way you're not trying to fight somebody and then get fired and then you're looking for another company. So we help you in all aspects in all that area as well. For lunch, and then you do a lot of your hands-on exposure. So the second part of your day is where you're going to get hands-on with everything. What we do is we offer you sort of a buffet menu. You get to try each different trade out to see what trade actually suits you the best. So we do electrical, carpentry, plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, sheet metal, masonry, welding. You get to try all of these different trades out hands-on, and you get to meet apprentices in the field, journeymen. Sometimes you even get to meet presidents of the company. It just depends on the day and the field trip. But you get hands-on and you get tons of industry exposure. As you can see in these photos here, I know I'm covering one, but the guy in the top left corner, he's soldering copper pipes together for a plumbing lab. And that class is ran by a master plumber here in the state of Colorado. The guy in the top right corner, he's wiring up electrical boxes that are going to be sent out in the field and installed in a brand new building. This girl here in the middle left picture, she's taken brick and mud and she's building a wall for masonry. The guy across from her in the middle, he's in our carpentry class, which we do in-house. You get to learn how to operate all machines safely. You will build your own blueprints and create your own small projects, so that way you get the idea of working with wood, cutting precisely, knowing all the machines and how to handle them and how to work with them. These people on the top, the bottom left corner, they're in a prefab shop for sheet metal, and you'll be shown how this company operates in the commercial industry. And it's just a lot of industry exposure and hands-on for you, again, to help you figure out what trade you want to make a career out of. So it's really good for you guys that aren't sure what trade you want to get into. This program is free to you. It doesn't cost you any money at all, and we pay you to come to class. So you can earn up to $100 a week. We pay that the 1st and the 15th of every month, and that depends on, if you're showing up on time, if you're there every day, you're putting forth a lot of effort in your classes, you're turning in your homework, you're showing up in your work pants and your work boots, and you're ready to go. If you're not doing those things, we do deduct your money from you. So if you show up late, you get your money deducted. If you're a no-call, no-show, you get your money deducted. If you don't show up in your work boots and you're in tennis shoes, you get your money deducted from you. And we have a simple 3 strikes you're out policy, so any 3 strikes you get, we got to release you from the program. But the good thing about us is that we will always give you a second chance to come back. So if you don't make it through the first time, you can always come back a second time and give it a try. Just depends on you and where you're at in your life, but we're pretty easy to work with. So as long as you're honest with us and you have shown that you have that desire, we will work with you. So maybe this class wasn't the best time for you. Maybe the next time is going to be even better. Who knows? So this part of the program is actually another element to the program that makes us stand out from a lot of other pre-apprenticeship programs. So other pre-apprenticeship programs will host a job fair, and at these job fairs you'll see a ton of companies line up with you'll walk around with your resume, pass them out, and hopefully these companies give you a call back, right? What we do is we host mock interviews, and we have anywhere from 10 to 20 companies that come down, and they will do face-to-face interviews with you for 15 minutes long. So on the second floor we have all the rooms booked up with all these companies, and it's kind of set up like a speed dating. So you have a bunch of companies in this room, you have a bunch of companies in that room, and all the rooms are all filled up, and the program director will have a clock and he'll say, all right, go, and it's session 1, and you get to sit down and interview with an actual HR person from one of these big corporate commercial companies here in the state of Colorado. These people are going to put you through an interview like they would if you were really interviewing for their company. So they're going to check out your resume. They're going to see what type of attitude you have when you sit down with them. They're going to ask you lots of questions about the industry. Everything that we've done in our career prep class pretty much leads up to this day. So hopefully you've listened, you've taken a lot of what we said, and you're applying it to these interviews. After these interviews, after your 15-minute interview with these people, they give you a 5-minute critique, and they actually tell you what you did great, what you could work on, and it helps you polish up and be even better on the next interview that you go on. And a lot of times these companies are coming down and they're checking you guys out, and they want to see, you know, who's done the work, who's put in the effort, and who's looked into their companies. And it's another opportunity for you to have exposure into the industry and get your foot in the door with these companies. So we bring you the HR people to you pretty much. 90% of our graduates receive job offers with reputable companies. So when we say reputable companies, all of our companies have registered apprenticeship programs and a clear career path for you. So you won't get hired on with a company and be stuck at a labor position and just kind of, you know, in limbo, wondering when you're going to move up, where you're going to go, you know, what are you going to work on for the day. All of our companies will hire you on as an apprentice, a first-year apprentice, and then you'll be required to move up to a second year, and a third year, and a fourth year, and eventually become a journeyman. If you're not learning and growing within your company, these people aren't going to want you. But you know exactly what's expected out of you and how to get to your first year, to your second year, to your third year, to your fourth year, and to your journeyman. Our companies will lay out your goals for you and help you get there. All of our companies will also have an apprenticeship program where you get hired on for 40 hours or more a work week, and then you will also be required to go to school and get all of your book hours in. That's required by the state of Colorado to become a journeyman. Yeah, and it's pretty black and white from there. In Colorado, minimum wage for a laborer is starting off at $11.50 an hour. All of our graduates are starting off at $15.50 or higher. In our last class, I think we graduated a few people that were starting off at $20. So it just depends on you, and again, and how much effort you put into getting the career that you want and getting in with the company that you want as well. So put in a lot of effort, and you're going to have an amazing career after these 7 weeks with us. All right, guys, so this is the end of our info session, but these are questions that I want you to truly ask yourself before you sign up for a live interview with me. Can you wholeheartedly commit to us for 100% for the next 7 weeks? So again, we expect everybody to be here 100% of the time and putting forth all that effort and making sure that you are leaving us with a good career in your hands. Are you ready to work hard, long days for the next 4 to 5 years in order to obtain your journeyman's license? So it's no secret, the construction industry is hard work. You're going to be working anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day, sometimes more, in the sun, in the rain, in the snow. It's year-round work. So can you do that? Your hands are going to be hurting, your feet are going to be hurting, but you made an honest day's work, and you're going to be a part of building Colorado's history pretty much. Is your body in good physical condition? So again, you're going to be a part of building these big buildings. A lot of our companies are working in downtown Denver right now, building skyscrapers. Can you walk up and down a few flight of stairs with your tools and your materials without getting tired or, getting hurt or whatever? Your body has to be in good physical condition. Are you drug free? Yes, here in the state of Colorado, marijuana is legal, but in our industry, we need everybody to be 100% drug free. We need you focused and ready to work, noticing all the areas around you. You have to be drug free no matter what. There's just no way around it. And do you have a sincere desire to make a career out of the skilled trades? So do you want to call yourself a skilled trades person? Do you want to be an apprentice? Do you want to be an electrician? Do you want to be a carpenter? Do you want to be a plumber or a pipe fitter? Is this something that you really want to do? If you can answer yes to every single one of these questions here today, I would like for you to go to our website, send in your application to me, and sign up for a live interview on our Facebook page. So if you go to our website, send in your application, there should be a link on our website that'll take you directly to our Facebook page. On there, it'll say something like make an appointment. Click that, and it'll show you all the slots that we have open for live interviews. After your live interview, we then decide who we want to bring into our program, and I will let you know probably the next day via email. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer today in this info session, please, again, text me at 303-842-5847. Again, that's 303-842-5847. And thank you so much for taking your time out and coming to this info session and learning about our program. And please share this information with anybody that you think may be interested. Again, we are going to start April 13th. And as you can see, with everything going on with this coronavirus, the construction people are the only ones besides healthcare that are pretty much guaranteed work right now. So get your foot in the door, get in the industry, and start making some good money. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming, and hopefully I'll see you soon.